Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany and today's video is my June empties, declutters, and my reviews on them. Hopefully I used up more than I spent this year. That's one of the main goals. I do split this up within about 3 categories. First is my makeup empties, and then my skincare empties, and then I will be discussing the things I'm decluttering for my collection, and of course I will have reviews on everything. Just little quick reviews. These tend to get a little long, so trying to be quicker about things. Before we get on to the video, I do upload every Monday and Friday with some bonus videos on Wednesdays, so please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Also, if you would like to, follow me on my social media on Instagram at @TattedTiffany, just where I post my life updates, makeup updates, just updating my life on there. So the first makeup item I did finish up was e.l.f. makeup remover cleansing cloths. Let me see here. They come with 20 pre-moistened cloths, $3 on e.l.f. And of course, if you don't know, e.l.f. regularly has 50% off on their site. So if you do like these, and I do enjoy these, the cloths are quite soft. They do like smell kind of harsh, like chemicals, like makeup remover. I would say, yeah, they are definitely repurchase. This next thing I have is this Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. It's just a deluxe size sample. See if you can see that. And of course, I do the value on this based on the larger bottle, the full size. So I just calculate the math for that. And this is $2.40 of what this bottle was worth. I didn't really like it. I didn't really enjoy it. I don't know if you can tell, it's too opaque, but it's just like, it's like some thickening stuff in it, maybe for the radiant part of it. I don't feel like it made my makeup last on longer. I don't feel like it really made my makeup meld together either, so I wouldn't repurchase this. The next product I have is this It Superhero Mascara. It's another deluxe size sample. Now this little travel size or deluxe size sample, however you want to call it, was actually worth $12. I did really enjoy this product. I think it really did lengthen my lashes and give me volume, so I wouldn't purchase this for the price, but I did actually really enjoy the formula and what it did to my lashes. The next one I have is another setting spray. Of course, it's a deluxe size sample, and it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. While I did enjoy this, for me, setting sprays aren't about making my makeup last longer, because I feel like they kind of really don't, just because I am very oily, just so oily that my oils just break through anything. Like foundation, primer, setting sprays, it breaks through, it comes through. So I did actually like this because it did melt in powder without leaving my face shiny or anything like that. It did dry matte. So I did enjoy that for that. But would I repurchase this travel size? Or would I repurchase this or purchase the full size? No, just because there are drugstore versions out there that do pretty much the same thing, in my opinion. So while I did like it, I wouldn't repurchase this. I have my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, and if you already watch my videos, you see my channel, you know I love this. This is $2 and it's in jet black. Let me show you the wand on this. A brush tip, which I like. I enjoy it. It's fine. It works for me. I don't really have too much of a problem with it. It does have a bit of kind of like a latex lacquer type formula to it. So it does help with that, not smudgy. It can get a little hard to put on. Like, you'll put it on, you might see some, I guess, not as opaque lines in it, but then you could just brush it on again and it's fine. It coming off, it kind of comes off in like a strip, which is kind of odd, but it works because it makes it not smudge, and it's only $2, so I always repurchase this. Okay, the next thing I have was in my rolling makeup use up, and this is the Almay, I think, Smart Shea Butter Kiss. That's what it looks like, and it's, let me see if I get any color for you. There you go. It's a very light color. I really enjoy this. It was really good to use just as a lip balm, if that's how you wanted to use it. And this retailed for $7.49. I really did enjoy this. I felt like it hydrated my lips, gave it quite a bit of a very light coloring to it, so it worked really well. And I would repurchase this, but you guys all know I have way too many lip products as is, so that I need to go through before I repurchase, but I definitely would the next makeup product I do have is this Benefit They're Real Tinted Primer. Blurry. And this is what the brush looks like. So it's like a plastic brush with very short bristles and like kind of a ball at the end, or a spiky end bit. I did actually really like this for tinting your eyelashes. Other than that, it really didn't do anything else. It left a nice coat as a is a primer, so it's a pre-mascara thing. So it did leave a nice tint on it. This color was I think 3, so it was a brown, but I covered up with black mascara, so it was fine. It worked well with that. Didn't give me any troubles. Would I repurchase this? No, because it really didn't do anything. But for the product that it was, which is the tinted primer, it worked really well. And this product for the travel size is actually $8, so it's quite a bit expensive. But like I said, I wouldn't repurchase it anyway. Now, this product is the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen, which comes in a foam. This is like a styrofoam applicator. Now, while I liked it and it was fine, it dried out really quick for me. It's still not as opaque as I would want it. That was like three brushes over, and it's still not as opaque. And this is in Midnight, which is fine. I don't mind the whole blue thing. I like using Midnight for cool tone looks. It gives a bit of a blue shimmer. But yeah, the tip would kind of get messed up, and then sometimes the product wouldn't want to come out and it took forever. I would not repurchase this waterproof pen. I didn't really ever try it as a waterproof pen anyways. I can't say if it was waterproof or not, but I would not repurchase that for sure. I would just go for the potted form. The second to last makeup product I did finish up was this Super Goop Setting Mist with Rosemary. It's just a little tiny travel size, deluxe size sample, whatever you want to call it. And this retailed for $6 for this little size. And why I like it is because it was a SPF setting spray. I did enjoy that. And the smell on it was okay. It does have a sunscreen scent, but not highly sunscreen scent. And it did like the little nozzle on it. So I liked it enough to use it. But I don't know if I would repurchase this just because of how expensive it is. Like, it's $6 for this little tiny thing, which comes with 0.5 fluid ounces. That's kind of expensive for something you're setting on your face, you know. You're like spraying all over. A bit expensive. At the very end, while I was trying to use this, it like left like white marks on my face, which was probably the sunscreen. But that was easy enough to take off with just like dabbing a blue beauty blender on your face. So would I repurchase? No. Now the last makeup product I do have to talk about is this Ulta Beauty sponge. Comes in like a teardrop shade. I'm sorry it is dirty because I did use it. I wasn't gonna clean it because I was just gonna trash it anyways. And as you can see, it starts getting all these little holes in it, and I was just like, kind of done with that. I don't remember how long I had this, but I feel like a lot of these like beauty blenders that I have are starting to tear quite quickly, and I do wash it every day. Like, I'll wash it, I'll take it into the bathroom with me to wash it and wet it and to use, and I use a beauty blender every single day. So I think this thing teared in maybe 2 months, and I think the retail value is about $5. It is very cheap and inexpensive. $5 for every 2 months isn't that bad. But comparatively, I don't know if the beauty blender, like the $20 one, would last longer or not. And I think I do have one to try, so I might try that. But I am still working on another sponge, and I like to work through products before I start moving on to a different product. But I might repurchase it again. I might just try some other beauty blenders that are out there. Like, people love the Flower Beauty one or the L'Oreal one, but those are quite a bit more expensive. But I mean, if they last longer than 2 months, then, you know, maybe it's worth it. But I would repurchase this if I had to, or if it was on sale, I would. It worked fine for me. I like using this for, obviously, the bottom of my foundation, and this as for my concealer, and it worked. It's not hard when it's wet. It's pretty soft, so I would repurchase this. And now the final thing. Did I say that was Super Good with second to last? No, I'm sorry, that was actually third to last. But the final thing I did finish up quite quickly in my collection. I actually brought this in during my shop my stash, and you guys saw that I had this for maybe less than a week. I mean, it was a deluxe size sample, so you know I can't give it a lot, but I feel like pencil brow products, which this is, sorry if I didn't say what it was, it's Anastasia Beverly Hills the Brow Wiz in soft brown, and this is just what it looks like. It comes like this, so super cute and tiny, but I went through it so fast, and I just used this in the beginning of my brows, not my full brows, but just at the beginning. Would I repurchase this? And I think this little tiny thing is $5.60 for this tiny little thing, and had barely any kind of product in it. And I'm not a big pencil fan in general, just because I feel like I would go through pencils real fast, considering my brows are a little thick. I would not repurchase this. Now onto my skincare items. I have this Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator, which I got in Boxycharm, so thank God, because this product in itself was $58 retail. I got it in Boxycharm, so thank God. And while I did enjoy this, I don't feel like it did the craziest amount for my skin. It was okay. Like, I kind of felt like the little beads it has in it is quite comparable to the Philosophy exfoliator. It did cool my face, which I did like. It soothed it. Did it do way more than normal? More than the Philosophy one, which is quite less expensive than this. So would I repurchase this? No. The next product I did finish up was these 360 200 premium cotton squares from CVS, and it retails for $3.99 for a pack of these. I didn't like these. I have a whole bunch that I have to go through because I had got them on sale, but I don't like these at all. They come apart real easy. They come on your face real easy. Sometimes they're a little scratchy. I don't know what it is. Like the edges, if you get the edges, it scratches your face. So I would not recommend these. The next skincare product I did finish up was this BioBell Stay Gorgeous Hydrate and Nourish, which retails for $3.99 on Ulta's website. And I got this in a Boxycharm as well. And while I did enjoy it, I don't feel like facial masks do a lot for me. I've never really seen an incredible difference when I use a facial mask. I do feel like this did hydrate and nourish, but then is that just because you're putting like stuff on your face that you could just regularly put stuff on your face and that would work? I liked it enough. Oh, and you can get at least 2 uses out of these. This is quite hydrating if you are into facial masks. It has a lot of product in it to where I tend to use, if they have a lot of product like the BioBell does, I tend to just take it off my face and put it back in, and then just let it sit in there for a little bit, and it'll soak up the excess amount, and then just later, a few days or so, I just reuse it. It's going on a clean face, it should be fine. So this is for hydrating and nourishing. I do actually think it kind of did that, but more than regular moisturizers, no. So the next thing I do have is this Clarins Paris Multi-Active Jar SPF 20. It's supposed to target fine lines and antioxidant day cream. I use it as a SPF for my face, and while I like that, did I feel like it target fine lines? No. It does retail for this deluxe size sample, or whatever you want to call it. It does retail for $15.88. So that's actually quite expensive for a deluxe size sample, not even the full size deluxe size sample of a SPF, and it's SPF 20. I like SPF at least 30, so even the SPF itself wasn't the best for me, so I would definitely say not to purchase this. I think it is quite expensive for an SPF that supposedly, you know, does other things that I didn't notice. Next product I do have is the Ordinary. I'm just gonna show it to you so you guys can see it. I don't know why I just that I can't say it right now. And this retails for $7.90. Did I really see a difference using this? I don't really think so. I would not repurchase this because I didn't see a difference. I do like the Ordinary brand, but I didn't find any kind of difference with this. Next product I have is this Philosophy Renew Hope in a Jar. Of course, is another deluxe size sample. And it's just a moisturizer. And this tiny little thing retails for $4.88. So I wouldn't repurchase this. The next product I do have is the Ole Henriksen Chew Serum. And this came in like a small little package. And this little mini size retails for $10, which is quite expensive, but I feel like it did stuff to my skin. Like it really did help brighten, boost my skin. I actually really liked it. I liked the smell of it. It smelled really good. Kind of like a orange sickle. I feel like it did actually help my skin out quite a bit. So I would definitely repurchase this. So the next product I have is, you see, I always love sunblock. I use sunblock every single day. So this is the Dr. Jart Everyday UV Sun Fluid in SPF 30. And that's the kind of SPF I like, at least a 30. So I really enjoy this. And while it is a small sample, I actually got a lot of use out of this. I don't know what it was. It glided on the skin really well to where it kind of covered really completely. So I was able to use this for a real long time. I like the small packaging too. So it comes like that. So I really did enjoy this product. I don't know if I would repurchase this just because they're expensive. It's like an expensive product. And for this small jar was $8.40. I wouldn't repurchase this because it is quite expensive for what it is, and I do have drugstore products that do about the same thing. And so the next thing I do have is this Purity Made Simple 3-in-1 cleanser for the face. Sorry, it's dirty. It was in obviously the shower. While I liked it, it's $3 for this little tiny thing, and it's not quite that expensive compared to other like higher end. I don't think it did the best at cleaning my skin, especially as a second cleanser. After you get your makeup off and you cleanse, it's okay. Like, it's not the best, so I wouldn't repurchase it. And now finally, the last product I did finish up, which took me forever to finish up, was this Nivea cream that I love putting on at the end of the day as my nighttime moisturizer. And you get 6.8 ounces, which is a lot. And it's a very thick cream. It just comes like that. And it's a very thick night cream. And this very large thick cream that you don't need a lot of when you do use it. It's only $5.99 at like Walmart. So I would definitely repurchase this. I do actually have a backup, a large jar that I just keep at the side of my bed to use. So that's everything for my empties on my makeup and my skincare, which is I do include in my total year in, because I think makeup and skincare definitely go hand in hand. And the total that I used up this month for makeup and skincare empties is $189.01. And that's what I used up for this month. I think that's the most I've used up in a month so far. And I'm really happy about that because I got a lot of makeup out of my collection. I got less extra skincare out of my collection. So I'm actually totally happy with that number. And then so far for the year, which is 6 months halfway, I've used up $593.02. And that's great because I didn't officially put this out there, but I kind of want to hit 1,000 at the end of the year. Let's just hope that does. Now on to my declutters and why I'm decluttering them. So for my declutter items, some of them are just, I didn't see a need for them to be in my collection anymore, or they didn't work. I don't have that many decluttered, thank God. But because last empties and declutters, I had a lot of declutters. But yeah, I just didn't see a need in them, using them and seeing if I really enjoy them, and that's because of my Shop My Stash, and that's why it's working out for me. That's why I love project panning, because I use up my makeup, and Shop My Stash to try out things that I brought into my collection and is like never used for some odd reason. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on to it. First thing I have is this CoverGirl BB cream and broad SPF 21 and light to medium. You can see that. And I just didn't like because it didn't give me no coverage whatsoever. Like, it's a tinted moisturizer with SPF, which I do appreciate the SPF being in there, but the tinted part, it literally just went away. Like, put it on my skin and I would blend it out with a beauty blender, which is what I normally use, and it just would kind of disappear. Like, it gave no coverage whatsoever. Like, although I'm not a full coverage person, if I'm gonna put a foundation or a tinted moisturizer, it better have some kind of coverage to it. But this literally had no coverage whatsoever. And the next product I do have is this Rimmel London Insta Flawless Perfecting Radiant Skin Tint in light medium, 6 light medium. You'll see that there. And this I did not like at all. I used it, it gave me coverage, but then it would make me so very, very greasy. And like I said, I am oily, but oh my god, was I so greasy using this. Like within a few hours, not even like 6-hour wear time or anything like that, within like a few hours I would be like a huge grease ball. So I was like, no. It didn't matter what kind of primer I used, anything. It was just crazy, way too much, way too much, that I just had to declutter this. Next product I do have that I'm decluttering is the Real Herb Be Fearless Be Limitless Blush Kit that I got in a Boxycharm. That it's 3 big blushes, and while the colors are really pretty and they're nice, they have a bit of a shimmer that I don't like, and I don't like shimmery blushes. I kind of like a matte blush because I like my highlight being the shimmerest part of me, and because like I said, I am oily, shimmer products aren't the best on my skin. I like controlled shimmer. So while the product itself is really nice, it just doesn't work for my skin type. And that's why I rather go ahead and give it to someone else who might enjoy it more. So I have this e.l.f. in Rich Red. It's like a lip crayon. This is what it's looking like. It's really bright and vibrant. The formula isn't that bad, but for something that's this bright and this red, I kind of want to fit it in a liquid lip formula so it won't move around. It's not saying it's a bad product in any way. I do enjoy the e.l.f. ones, just in the shade itself. It doesn't really work for how I like it. So I'm just going ahead and declutter and see if anybody would like to use this instead. The next product is this Wet n Wild in Hot Paris Pink. You'll see here. The packaging on this is awful because it moves around so crazy. Like when you put on your lips, it'll move it like forward, and then when you close it, it gets that weirdness to it, and then it's a clear cap and it gets so dirty so fast. And then you have to like put it on the right way. If you put it on a different way, it won't go on. So you definitely have to, just it's a packaging fail too. But it's just for this color, it's a bright pink, and I've noticed that I really don't like bright pinks on my lips. For how bright it wasn't the most opaque. Not that much of a deal breaker because it was very easy to just reapply over it and it'll be fine. But it is a very creamy formula as well, so it did kind of move all over the place. So I decided, hey, you know, someone else might like it. The last few things I'm just going to quickly go over just because I just didn't feel a need to have them. I have the pencil sharpeners that I got through Ulta's free gift with purchase. They like to put these in here. And so I never use them. I just don't have a need for them because I have sharpeners already that I have, like, that I like. So I'm just decluttering these, seeing if anybody would need them. And then this is an e.l.f. like brush, and it's cool. Like, I like the idea of it. It's very soft and nice, and it has this, so it's good for travel. Definitely good for travel, but it's kind of bulky for travel as well, so I didn't feel a need for it. So if anybody else wanted this, and I just never used it, so I was like, hey, maybe someone else would want it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that. And that's it from me. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and you guys are having a good night or day wherever and whenever you guys are watching this. And like I said before, I do upload every Monday and Friday with bonus videos on Wednesday. So please, if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it also if you hit the notification bell, just so I guess YouTube doesn't unsubscribe you. And then follow me on Instagram at TataTiffany. And then I guess that's it for me. I thank you guys for watching again, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Bye.
Why are you on the floor? He's like, Mom, what are you doing? Hi! Hi, stinkers. Oh, if you guys, I have a lot of new subscribers, and this is my dog, Rocky. Hi, Rocky. He's like a little Yorkie Chihuahua mix. What? You don't want to be on camera? Okay, I'll put you down now in your spot. Yeah, very cute. Comes like this. Oh, okay, so now on to my skincare items. Hey, would you stop scratching? Thank you. Now I got this. Now onto my skincare items. I have this. Hey, stop. So yeah, I got. No, dropping everything. So yeah.